Book of Judges, Judges chapter 4 and 5.
Have you ever wondered what it takes to lead a nation? Not with swords or armies, but with wisdom, faith, and courage. Let me tell you the incredible story of Deborah, one of the most powerful and inspiring women in the Bible. She wasn't a queen or a warrior in shining armor. She was a prophetess, a judge, and a fearless leader who helped save an entire nation. Long ago, the Israelites were suffering. They had turned away from God and were now under the cruel control of King Jabin of Canaan and his brutal military commander, Sisera. Sisera had 900 iron chariots, unstoppable war machines in those days. For 20 long years, the Israelites lived in fear, crying out to God for help. And here comes Deborah, a strong, wise woman chosen by God to lead. She would sit under a palm tree, and people came from all over Israel for her guidance and wisdom. But Deborah wasn't just a judge, she was also a prophetess, someone who heard from God. And one day, God gave her a message that would change everything. Deborah called for a man named Barak, a warrior. She told him, "The Lord commands you, take 10,000 men and go fight Sisera. God will give you victory." But Barak hesitated. He was afraid. Sisera's army was too strong. He said, "I'll only go if you go with me." And Deborah, bold as ever, replied, "I will go, but the honor of this victory will go to a woman, not to you." The day of the battle came. As Barak and his army moved forward, God sent a powerful rainstorm. The iron chariots got stuck in the mud. Sisera's mighty army fell into chaos, and Barak's men defeated them. But Sisera escaped on foot. He ran to the tent of a woman named Jael, thinking he'd be safe there. Jael welcomed him, gave him milk, and covered him with a blanket. But once Sisera was asleep, Jael took a tent peg and a hammer, and with courage and strength, ended the threat he posed once and for all. Israel was free. Deborah and Barak sang a song of victory, praising God for what he had done. And for 40 years the land had peace, all because Deborah trusted God and chose courage over fear. Deborah's story reminds us that leadership doesn't always come with a crown. Sometimes it comes from listening, obeying, and being bold when everyone else is afraid. No matter who you are, man or woman, young or old, God can use you to bring light into dark places. If you're willing to say yes, like Deborah did. Lesson learned from the story of Deborah. Deborah's story teaches us that true leadership comes from faith, courage, and obedience to God, no matter who you are. She didn't let fear, gender, or power stop her from answering God's call. Instead, she used her wisdom, boldness, and trust in God to lead her people through an impossible battle and into 40 years of peace. The lesson is simple but powerful. When you trust God and step up with courage, He can use you to do incredible things, even in the face of fear, doubt, or overwhelming odds.
Hi, friends. If you enjoyed this story and feel inspired, there's so much more where that came from. On this channel, we dive into uplifting, faith-filled content to encourage you in your journey. If you're looking for more inspiring Bible stories, lessons of hope, and moments to strengthen your faith, hit that subscribe button now. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's grow in faith and share God's love with the world. See you in the next video.